Hey, what is going on, everybody? After a week away, we're back, we're ready, we're good to go. I'm Noah Kravitz from Techno Buffalo.
And I'm James Kendrick from ZDNet Mobile News. And I didn't go anywhere.
You didn't go anywhere. It was all on me. I was on the road last week, so we took the week off. And you know what? There were a couple people out there who said, "Hey, what's up? We missed you. You coming back this week?" So
Yeah, I heard it too.
that's
So
good
people
stuff.
are looking
That's
for
good
it.
stuff. Did you get the mass flood of gadgets over the past week or so that I
Uh,
made poor John deal with all on his own?
I've been flooded. I've had both the UPS and the FedEx guy here repeatedly
Yes.
in the last week.
So lots to talk about. I feel like I'm left out. This is all I have. I haven't even had time to open it up yet today. The Droid Incredible 2.
You'll like it.
So there's that. There's
It's a very nice phone. It really is.
There's what else? There's the Droid Charge. The Playbooks have been out for a little while.
The Droid Charge.
Yeah, pick one. Tell me about something. What are you hot on?
Well, the Droid Charge. I mean, this arrived here yesterday, right in the middle of the big Verizon 4G outage.
Right.
So this was basically a paperweight yesterday because there was no network it could connect to.
And it didn't automatically downgrade. It couldn't pick up 3G, right?
Well, that's some testing I've done with 4 different Verizon 4G devices. I'm finding very few, if any, of them will do that properly. And I don't know. Verizon needs to really step up and either own up to what was going on if it was more serious than they said.
Right.
Because nothing was downgrading reliably.
Yeah, I had the same thing I was trying to use. I was at a conference all day yesterday. I was trying to use the 4G modem with my laptop, and it could not. It saw the 3G network.
USB
modem, yeah, the Pantech.
See, that's the first one that I've heard of that was non-wireless that had that problem. So I'm thinking something about their networks weren't identifying themselves properly.
Yeah.
In other words, because I heard a lot of people say, you know, I've got 3G equipment out the wazoo, and some of it said I see it, but I can't get there.
That's what I was having.
And the other said I can't see it either.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, the
back to
Droid
the
Charge, what made this such a nice phone is because, you know, it's the second phone from Verizon for the 4G
close so I can look at it.
for the 4G network. But what was more impressive about it to me is because I like the 4.3-inch screen, the big displays in phones, and this is the first one from Samsung.
Right. Right.
And it's the Super AMOLED Plus display.
Right. Okay.
And I tell you, this is probably the best screen on any phone I've ever seen, including the iPhone 4.
I would believe it. I would believe it. I got to see the Galaxy S2 in Spain, and I remember being really impressed with the display on that. I actually saw yesterday Samsung Mobile had a little stand at this App Nation conference I was at. And when I went by, they had an S2, but it wasn't charged. It was first thing in the morning. But they had the Galaxy Players, the 4 and 5. And I was looking at the 5, and that one's not even the Super AMOLED Plus. It's just it's an LCD display. But even that, they're making some really nice displays.
All their screens are nice. But this display, this is the first Super AMOLED Plus display I've seen this big. 4.3.
Yeah.
It's like brilliant. I mean, it's really awesome. And what I'm finding so far, I mean, I've only had it for about a day and a half now, is that the display doesn't hit the battery that hard. See, that's huge. That's a big deal for somebody on it. And then, of course, the 4G we already know eats batteries for lunch. This one's actually doing pretty good in my testing so far today. So we'll just have to see. This phone is, you know, some people don't like the Galaxy, the Samsung phones because they're plasticky.
Right.
They don't feel. And granted, it doesn't feel anywhere near as solid as the Droid Incredible 2. But because of that plastic construction, it is much lighter, even than this smaller phone.
Yep.
So I'm not particularly hard on my phones. I mean, I don't run around bashing them in like Some
Right.
people, like my wife, for example, who can tear a phone up quicker than anybody I know.
Yeah.
But I'm impressed with this phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
This phone is sweet. Let me tell you. But it's expensive. You know, this one is
Is that one 250?
$299 with a
299.
contract.
Jeez.
That's $100 more than any other smartphone with a contract. I'm not sure why that is.
How much memory is on it?
This thing has got, well, that may have something to do with it, the way it's Verizon is including a 32 gigabyte micro SD card installed.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
iPhone
double what everybody else has, though.
Right, and that's iPhone 32 gig pricing, right? $299.
Yeah. So, and I should also point out this was actually supposed to go live or be released today.
Right.
Verizon has actually confirmed to me that they've delayed the launch of this. Yeah. And they won't admit it, but it's because the 4G network was down.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
Like I said yesterday, when the network was down, I couldn't even get 3G connection. So it's like,
right.
How are you going to sell somebody a $300 phone with a contract that won't connect to anything? You know,
I can hear the AT&T iPhone jokes lining up in the back of my head already.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, I was running this as a hotspot.
That's the punchline, James. Make it in white.
That's right. Should point out that Verizon did confirm to me also that when this does go live, that mobile hotspot is going to be free for a while, like it was on a Thunderbolt.
Right.
And so I actually use that because, I mean, 4G, as we know, we've talked about on past shows, is just an incredible bandwidth.
When it's working, apparently.
Well, yesterday was the only time it's not worked since they launched.
Right.
For me. I mean, I actually have a mobile hotspot of my own, and I use it all the time. And this is great. I was seeing 22 megabytes per second down and over 6 megabytes per second up.
Wow, yeah.
As a hotspot running other laptops. I mean, wow, that's just awesome.
Do you happen to connect BlackBerry Playbook to it over Tether?
Yeah, it's actually.
So what's your? I have not actually. John has our Playbook loaner. Amidst a ton of other tablets, I got the G Slate, and then I hit the road, and I FedExed him the G Slate, and he was just in tablet heaven last week. But
What
do you think of the Playbook?
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't like it before it came at all. I thought this thing was probably the one of the biggest follies we were going to see in a long time.
Right.
But I have to admit, I'm really impressed with the hardware. I mean, RIM has made a solid piece of kit here. And I'm also very impressed with the user interface. Remember, we've talked on past show how critical that is on a tablet.
Yep.
And I think they've done a really good job fast. I mean, they borrowed some of the best parts of WebOS. They just now stole it. I mean, it's in here. And so, I mean, more power to them. I mean, makes the interface so good, I think.
Right.
The problem, of course, is no apps.
Yeah. So there's a lot of negative reviews, saying it's not finished.
And those are all apps pretty much. I'll tell you, I enjoy this and find this to be. This is going to create a big flap. I find this to be a much better tablet than the Motorola Zoom.
Sure.
Honeycomb just didn't float my boat at all.
Yeah.
And if this had any apps at all, this thing would be killer. I really believe that.
Right. So that's a 7-inch screen, right?
7-inch screen, but I like 7-inch tablets. I use the Galaxy Tab.
Yeah, I do too. I updated the Nook Color this week to its sort of. I'm still real high on that, but as a consumer product, more than
That's a nice tablet, and it just got an update. Have
Yeah.
you
Yep.
applied it?
I have. Yeah.
How's it work with that?
It allows me to be just as bad at Angry Birds as I am on any other platform. So,
Well, that's
that
that's just you.
no, it works pretty well. It's little peek at James's blog there. I think the webcam couldn't deal with the
This
brightness of the
browser
screen.
is awesome.
Is it?
They nailed the browser. It's probably the best mobile browser I've used.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Even because it
better
handles
than...
virtually every site.
Okay. Right.
Doesn't matter what kind of, what kind of JavaScript it's got or what kind of Flash it's got. This thing, it's just like a desktop browser.
Right. Right.
And that's one thing that I kind of took. A lot of the reviewers have said, well, with no native email app, you can't do email on it. That's not true. I mean, I do
right. You can
desktop
do
Gmail
right.
fine.
Right. Right. Oops.
So, whoa. Oh, no, it's that the RIM CEO. Oh, man. Oh, man, he's ticked again. But anyway, I'm pretty impressed with the hardware. I just would like to see some better software for the thing.
Yeah. To answer real quick, the Nook Color update is it's not, what I really like about it is the user interface is still very clean, very simple to use. The email app is, it's basically it looks a lot like, and it's not the native Android app, but it looks a lot like it, but in, again, a very sort of clean manner, does HTML email and whatnot. And the browser, it's fine. And for the audience that, for $250 tablet, for an e-reader that can now do some extra stuff, the browser works well enough. It supports Flash. It'll handle Flash. It's not, playing low bandwidth games at my friend Doug's website, perfect. Watching videos on ESPN.com, the ones that weren't optimized for mobile, look like stuttery slideshows, but that's kind of, that's not limited to just that device. But what I like about it, I actually really like that they are Barnes & Noble's App Store for Nook. You have to follow their guidelines to optimize the app for the device. I think that's very smart on their part. And the audience, the consumers looking at that tablet and people who have it are, not to generalize, but I don't think they're the kind of people who are going to even bat an eyelash thinking about what version of Android do I have, what are the specs of my device, can this support it or not. They just want things that are made.
What custom ROM can I flash on it?
Right. Yeah.
But I think you hit it very appropriately. It is an e-reader that does tablet stuff.
Right.
And that makes, I think it's very good at that.
Yeah. No, I do too. And same, that 7-inch size I really like. Yeah. Well, I'm guessing it's about that time.
Yeah,
it's about that time.
Running over already, but there you go. We missed a week. We had to make up some ground, I guess.
Exactly. So, Droid Charge, big thumbs up. Incredible 2, thumbs up. No 4G on that one, but it's a world phone.
No, but that's important to a lot of people because they're not in 4G areas.
Right.
So I would highly recommend this for those guys.
And Playbook, sounds like Playbook, it's a qualified thumbs up.
I would buy one now, but I'm going to really seriously watch them down the road.
Gotcha. All right. Well, next week, who knows what goodies the FedEx and UPS folks will bring us to talk about, but we'll
hopefully nothing. Need to catch up. I'm so buried.
Well, when you do catch up, where can people find you catching up? What's the URL?
I'm at zdnet.com/blog/mobile-news.
All right, ZDNet Mobile News. James Kendrick, always a pleasure in my week to take 10-15 minutes out and just talk mobile tech with you.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Same with you, Noah.
All right, well, enjoy the rest of your week here. I hope you get caught up enough to enjoy the weekend in a day and a half down there in Texas. And we'll do it again next Thursday.
All right, we'll see you.
All right, see you, James.
Bye-bye.